Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. When it comes to spending money, do you live in fear of missing out or fear of running out? Here to explain how emotions factor into your answer, we welcome the author of Emotionally Invested, Certified Financial Planner, Mary Clements Evans. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Can you tell me more about these two groups, the FOMO versus the FORO, and what differentiates us?
Well, the big differentiation is FOMOs, the fear of missing out, are the people that are hyper focused on today and they discount the future. So these are the people that want to, take the trip, go out to dinner, remodel the bathroom. And the FOROs are people who are hyper focused on the future. They're all worried about are they going to have enough to retire or, if something bad happens. So neither's good nor bad. It's just a different way of thinking about money.
Sure. Do a lot of people not even realize which category they might fall into?
Oh, for sure they don't. And
What
they
are
don't know what's really driving them.
Right. So are there some simple ways we can get to the bottom of that and figure it out, some questions we can ask?
Yeah, there are. The so I had developed a quiz where we just asked, what is your reaction to different things? So, a popular question might be, when you go to take a vacation, so you've planned for the vacation and you're getting ready to press that button to spend the money. What's your response? Some people are already seeing themselves on the beach drinking the margarita, taking the pictures, having a good time. And another person might be thinking, oh, we shouldn't have spent all this money. This is going to cost a fortune. I don't know if we should have done this.
I think
So
I
you
can
can
relate to
figure out.
both of those perspectives. Is there a happy medium where you kind of go, ooh, that was kind of a big purchase, but I know it's going to be so worth it?
Well, that's really the goal between couples. That my definition of financial happiness is having enough money to spend things today that give you pleasure while knowing that your financial future is sound. The intersection of those two is financial happiness.
That's a really helpful perspective. I know you have another quiz question about the home buying process. That sounds super interesting.
Yeah, well, when you sometimes you go out, you hire a realtor and you say, all right, these are all the things that we're looking for in the house. And the realtor's showing you houses, but oh, it doesn't have everything that you want. Well, the FOMO is going to say, well, we're just going to have to pay more for the house to get everything that we want. Where the FORO is going to say, no, let's take a look at this list. Let's prioritize it. We can't spend any more money. So, we can only get some things. We can't get everything.
So it sounds like it's very helpful to know if you fall into the FOMO or FORO so you can kind of understand your motivations and not get really totally trapped in either one of those perspectives for every little thing.
Oh, absolutely. And it really helps if you know what personality your spouse is as well and why they're thinking about things. That you might be focused on now and they might be focused on the future. And they're both good people. One wants to enjoy things today and one wants to make sure their family's safe down the road. And you have to figure out how to talk to each other with that.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot more emotion contributing to this than I think we would realize.
My joke is you're not just one charter graph away from good financial decisions. All financial decisions are driven by emotions. Money is highly, highly emotional for everyone. It is for me too. I'm not so emotional about my clients' money, but my own money, I'm very emotional about.
I hear that. Well, and can it really trickle down to like your everyday expenses, how you navigate the grocery store and things like that?
Oh, absolutely. Because FOROs, like they are the people that they have the budget for going to the food store. So we have $200 a week to spend on food. That's if that's it. No ifs, ands, or buts. The FOMO really don't like to have budgets for these things generally, and they go through, and even if they have a budget, oh, but there's this, and we were thinking of having the kids over, and they're going to want that, so I'm going to pick this up, and they are really focused on what food they're going to buy to maybe entertain people and have a good time.
Sure, that makes a lot of sense. When you mentioned earlier understanding where your spouse lies in this spectrum, and it sounds like a couple of a FOMO and a FOMO, they might have a lot of fun, but it might get a little expensive.
Well, FOMO and FOMOs have a lot of fun together. I enjoy talking to them. They've usually done a lot of traveling. They're very interesting. But around in the 50s, now it starts to get a little difficult because now they're starting to plan for retirement, and there's a good possibility they haven't saved enough to plan for retirement. And now that's a tough road because they're really going to have to make some changes in order to be able to retire and live comfortably.
One of
That can
all
be
the emotions, it sounds like that would be a really fearful time if you are in that situation.
it's extremely fearful, but when you can realize that these emotions, these behaviors are triggered by emotions that create dopamine, and there are ways that you can get around these emotions. There's tricks that you can do to help yourself, not go crazy with the spending.
Yeah, so helpful to understand kind of where you lie, and then you can have the tools to make some really good decisions. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
Oh, well, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Great chatting with you. Mayer's book again is Emotionally Invested, and we'll have more information on our website at katu.com.